When I first came here and I set about trying to connect with people, the question people would say to me, "And how long are you here for?" And I'd say, "Well, I've got a 2-year contract and, but the bishop wouldn't mind if I was here for 10. Well, of course, straight away, it was the door in, because people thought, well, is she genuine? They thought I must have been, because I was not talking about a fly-in, fly-out mentality. And I guess then part of my way of operating is very much to network with people, and that's engaging with people. And I think I do that fairly well, being an extroverted personality. But I think people see that and value that. And I would say, having been here only just 2 years now, the conversations that I'm having with people, because they've come to know me and I've come to know some of them, but even those I haven't got to know very well, I'm amazed at the forums where I meet somebody, or someone rings up, or someone comes to the door with some kind of a worry in their heart or whatever, and I can see there's a significant difference now than 2 years ago. I think it's about the fact that I'm around for a while, and the fact that people have got a reasonable feeling about, it's okay to come and have a chat to somebody who might just listen. We've got to build trust, we've got to build relationships before you could do anything, spiritually or physically or emotionally, with people, because my job basically is to offer programs and workshops and quiet time at this spirituality centre. But I thought no one's going to come for that if they don't know, if they have no relationship, A, with the place, or B, with the person who's the coordinator. I was born in the country, I was in North Queensland, and when I became a Good Samaritan sister, I went to the city, and I was 40 years working in capital cities, Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, 2 years in Chicago studying. So I had wonderful opportunities working with big communities. And then I was on our leadership team for 6 years, which was a very different experience. And after that, I decided, look, I needed to probably change direction. I was ready for a sea change, I suppose, is the language they use. And I asked to come to be near my 92-year-old mother, who lives in Ayr, still alive, and she has gone into care. So I had a year kind of like a sabbatical living in Ayr, and then I needed to look for some other ministry, and then it was the local bishop who spoke to me and said, look, here's a place at Richmond, do you think you could go there? Would you be interested in going there? And so I thought, well, if couldn't find anything more different from what I've done in a place like, so I came out here. And I must say there was something about the lake out here at the back of my house. There was something about the vision statement of this place, this spirituality centre, but the line that really attracted me in the paperwork was that the job is as big as, or can be as creative as, the person who takes it. I suppose it's a matter of being able to be with people when their needs are greatest, and I think you need more personnel on the ground for that, I think. But again, it's hard to find a road into the very difficult situations. But if there were more people, as in, say, a team of 2 or 3 people, say, working together, I think if we were able to do something like, and I'm going to use an example of the Blaze Aid people that came to this community last year for about 4 months, and they made an absolutely amazing contribution to the properties, people on the properties who were doing it tough, because it was people volunteered their skills and their time and their talent to go for a month or 2 weeks or a week to do the fencing or help with the building or whatever. And part of my thinking of future things, I think it has to be holistic. And I just thought, well, it would have been great when Blaze Aid was happening if there had been somebody like a counsellor or someone like myself who was in on the team, sort of while they sat around the dinner table and while they were out doing the working out in the fields, that there was somebody there, not necessarily myself, but someone in a role like this that could have been there offering just some pastoral, spiritual, emotional support.